yesterday, actually what was your approach to the game and you saying have fun. That's the first thing you think about it. How much fun did you have?
A ton. Just a feeling of getting back out there, getting up and down, coming away with a win. A lot of fun.
Curious, the ovation, were you expecting that kind of?
Not really. It's greatly appreciated though. It just shows how much, this arena, the city, the fans care. And I appreciate it so much. It gave me juice. I think it gave the team a little juice. But let me just say out there, I missed 37 games. So I can't tell you how good it felt to be back out there.
And then the first shot, you took the three, went in. How much was that just now? That kicked that even more?
Yeah, for sure. Just kind of wide open. So it felt good. Just stick to the fundamentals, hit that one. Had a couple more that I left out there that I felt like I should have made or, done something a little different. But overall, just glad to get back out there and glad to come away with the win.
What was the minute plan for you tonight?
Somewhere around that area.
A little bit above that.
Maybe a little more, maybe a little bit less.
Can you describe your excitement levels when you thought your night was done and then it was not?
Through the roof. Just like, okay, another chance. Cause it's like you're out for a while and you watch what you've done in the past and you watch the game. Okay, I can do this. Okay, I can do that. And before you know, you got a list of things like I can be better in this area, or I can find shots, points, assists, rebounds in this area, steals in this area. So it's like, man, like, you're out there, something happens, like, I should have done that. So like next time I'm in that position, I get the opportunity. You know what I mean? So just being able to play, being able to log, multiple stints out there just helps me process the game as a whole. And build upon everything.
What's different for you between games in this early part of coming back? Is there anything?
No. Okay. I feel really good. I feel like I told everybody, I feel normal, probably better than normal now. But I don't think about, my knee. I don't think about planting on it, twisting on it. I do anything out there. It feels good. So that's, it's a blessing. And I just ready to go back and hoop.
Was getting to the line part of what you were talking about yesterday with playing with pace 0.5?
Yep. Big part of it. And yeah. And, that's somebody says my career high in free throws. So I think I just need to get to the line a little more.
They're saying you feel normal, but did you surprise yourself first game in 2 months to be able to come out and produce the way that you did?
No, like I said, I feel like there's opportunities that I left out there or missed. So I'll go back and, those just stick with me. So just trying to let the game come to me, figure it out. Those first couple of possessions, I was like kind of laid back in the corner, just observing, like, catching the pace and everything. Because these NBA games are no joke. It's big people, fast people, strong people, smart people. And guys can really play. So just, respecting the game, respecting that, it's not an easy game to just jump into after you haven't. So just try to do that tonight.
I was talking about how having you back in surrounding game with shooters kind of opened things up for him in the middle.
Yeah.
How did you see him kind of attacking that space?
They switch a lot. So he was just able to dominate that paint and what do you have? 14 rebounds. Yeah, that's huge. And I think Mikhail, a bunch of his 9 assists definitely came just lobbing it down there to DA. And when you have somebody like that, it puts so much pressure on the defense, and a team like that, it allows us to really take advantage of what they're doing and really stresses them out because they want to switch. They want to kind of get into you, make you uncomfortable, take away, some conventional scoring methods. But when you have somebody like DA that you can just dump it down to on those mismatches and, really count on him to score, it's a big help.
So when you come back in, you look like from afar that you hadn't missed a beat. Like the 37 games kind of evaporated and you were back to normal. Did it feel that way for you?
Yeah, very much so. Like I said, I didn't think about my knee one second. Haven't for a while now.
But after missing 37 games, you could have been a little tentative.
For sure.
And you weren't.
For sure. And I think, I've been playing 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, getting up and down a little bit, playing with the guys. And like I just said, respecting the game, the NBA games are, missing 37 and come back in is not a light task. Observing those maybe 1 or 2 possessions and then just getting back to hooping.
Did the hip stuff help you with that mentality?
Yeah, everything. I'm a basketball player. I've been through my fair share of things. Everybody's been through their fair share of things. But one thing that I've learned from each of these setbacks is one, it grows my appreciation for playing, for being able to have this as my job every single time. My first surgery in college was like, okay, this is something that I really love to do, and when you don't have it, you miss it. So that appreciation level just skyrockets. And then you just learn to find a sense of resilience and knowing that you've overcome obstacles before, you've overcome adversity before, you can do it again. I try to tell anybody who might have gone through an injury that same thing. You stick around, play basketball long enough, play any sport long enough, you're going to have things that you have to deal with. It's just about how you respond to them.
How did it feel to get that ovation when you came out on the floor?
That was pretty special, just to show, people care. And that means a lot to us players. We have sellout crowd tonight. I think we're somewhere in the 40s in the sellouts, 40s in a row. Our fans show up every night, even through our struggles, even through what we've been through. They've been, behind us, supporting us. Glad to see everybody gets their Chick-fil-A with those 2 missed free throws. Game on the line and Chick-fil-A. Crowd goes crazy.
I saw you were the first guy on the bench to kind of realize the first night they did that when they missed one, and you kind
I'm standing up, hyping everybody up. Yeah, we've kind of been pushing for something like that, and the fans have really taken to it. It turns the arena upside down. And that when you're a shooter and shooting those free throws in that moment, it's putting pressure on you.
Something Monty mentioned on the last 5 minutes is that Chris and Booker are the ones always making those reads in those situations. So without them out there, how did it feel to not have them out there, but then also execute enough to get a win in that situation?
It felt pretty normal. There's things we could have done better, for sure. Shots we could have made, decisions we could have made, and defensive plays we could have made. But I just think the fact that we finished the game, and Juan kept that, little buffer and came with the 5-point win shows that it's growth. You saw Mikhail handling the ball from any different position, whether he's off ball, on ball, the ball finds him, comes to him, and he's making plays. I think that's just his growth. And he worked on that all summer. And to see it, coming into play, making plays in games, continuing to defend at a high level, his potential from there is unlimited and what he can become. And I think it just, sparks positive growth throughout the whole team.
As you were doing good the last week or so, you're saying you might really need more. How frustrating was it to watch the guys on the road as you were waiting for them to get back down?
I said this yesterday. Frustration is not necessarily the word. The word is just, like empathy. You want to be out there with them. You feel some kind of way, whether it's guilt or feeling bad or just wanting to help in the best way possible. But they fight night in and night out. And that's what kind of, that's what I see. That's what I see. And it's just a little bit of adversity, but, I think we'll pull through. And guys have kept their spirit. There's, no locker rooms. One thing, I've been on teams that have won. I've been on teams that have lost. And I think what this group is doing a good job of right now is just staying together.
When you played with a lot of these guys before, you got hurt, but you got the same in the fourth quarter. So what was it like, out there with him and what do you think of you?
Energy, speed. He can defend. He scored the ball today. He played great, 29 minutes and he 6 assists, 1 turnover. Like, it's a 10-day. He just got here and he's seamlessly getting in and making a big impact in a game. That's impressive. And, he's quickly, become one of us.
Thanks, Cam.
Thanks, Cam.
Thank you, Cam.
Thank you, guys.